Settled. Good morning, guys. So, this is our first call of the year of 2016 in our fancy group with all of our people pushing for bigger stuff. How do you guys feel about that? Can you believe that?
Excited.
I know. I can't believe it's already January.
How are you guys feeling after the holiday? Are you like proud of yourself going through the holiday, or are you like needing to get back on the wagon? Back on the wagon?
Back on the wagon, guys.
Okay. I just threw away I was out of town for the weekend mostly, but I just threw away like all my leftovers. I've been working though. I think we got 4 trackers yesterday. Like out of the whole group, only 4. I feel like I should just shout these people out. I think it was Brooke, Jody, Shannon, and Christina.
And Meg did.
And Meg. So proud of you all. Mare and I do not ask you to do those things to be mean, I promise. They just keep you me on track. And if you want to hit 2-star or diamond or whatever your goal is, do the damn tracker.
It's there for you guys to just make sure that you know what you're doing and just to make sure that you're doing the right things. Like, we're not going to go in and be like, oh, you said you were going to talk to 10 people and you only talked to 2. Like, we're not going to be like crazy like that, but they're just there for you guys to know what you're doing on your end. Because we hear so many times that you guys want trackers, you want a system, you want a checklist. And then we give it to you and you guys just don't take us up on it. So please fill them out by today.
We promise they'll help.
Yeah, they will help. Thanks, Meg. And
Mare, do you want to start 20 and 30?
Yeah, so we're going to kind of jump right in and to talk a little bit more about what this group is going to be about, a little bit more also about where we're going to head, especially now, because in starting the year off, everybody's back at 0. So whatever your goal is, we're all on the same level.
There is no top coach right now.
Right.
Like, they are at the same exact level as you.
Okay, does that make so? What's going to happen is you want to start the year off strong. So if you think about it, if you can start January, February, like if you can start these first few months of the year off really, really strong, and that by starting off strong, I mean by hitting Success Club, by recruiting at least 2 coaches a month, probably more if you guys have bigger goals. Like between 2 and 5 coaches a month, and then helping your coaches also hit Success Club. Like, these things are a spiral effect that you're going to want to start to pay more attention to. So that way that big end picture is actually a reality. So these few little things that you guys are going to start doing, and that should be a monthly goal, are those things that are going to help with that big push goal at the end of the year. Okay. So what we're going to do is called a 20 and 30. And the reason we're going to do it now is because now is such a great time to just start new conversations and to make new friendships. Because, the holidays just happened. Like, all you have to do is be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in so long. How are your holidays? It's a great time to start those conversations up again. So we're going to do this 20 and 30. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys might know, some of you might not, but over the summer, I think it was, we had, with all of the team triceps, we did a huge recruiting dash. Was anybody a part of that or know about it? Jackie and Christina? Okay. Oh, and Brooke? Okay. So the recruiting dash, there was a bunch of leaders, like a bunch of diamonds and stuff from Team Triceps, and we all had about 4 or 5 days that we were leaders, and it was all about recruiting. So when it came to my time to lead, I was talking with Sarah about it, and I was like, I don't really know, what to talk, because I was after Carly and Alexa and Brittany Powers, and I'm like, what the hell do I have to say, And I realized that when it came to recruiting, the biggest thing for me was confidence. It was confidence in myself. It was confidence in the scripts I was using. And it was confidence in my system and how I was going to do it and my schedule. So that's what I talked about over 4 days. I started with everything with how to make a contact list, how to talk talk to people, how to provide better scripts, and how to make a contact list. Did I say that right? And so what I think is going to be best for us is, because my new mantra is to work smarter, not harder. Over the next few days, I'm literally just going to copy and paste my posts from that day. Okay? Does that make sense? So I'm going to share all of my posts exactly how I did them. I'm literally just going to copy and post, guys. So they might not make sense, but I'll tweak them to us. But I'm going to share the same videos that I made because I think they're going to be perfect for where we are right now. Like, first things first, I mean, half the battle for most of you guys is just in the conversations. Like, you guys know what to do. You know? Like, I don't have to tell you guys to go post 3 times a day. I don't have to tell you to go share your story. You guys know those things, you know? The thing that I think a lot of us, well, I personally struggled with was just me finding the confidence in myself to push that hard and to realize that my why was way too big and I was being too selfish by not sharing this opportunity with people. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, guys, like, I never met. Whoa. God, Meredith on like 8. That's so scary, right? Sorry. Am I better now? Okay. But like, if you guys don't talk to people, I mean, think about your coaches and your team that you have built right now. The people that you've met. If you never started those conversations, you wouldn't be here. Those people wouldn't be in your lives. You know what I mean? So when you go to talk to people, don't think about like your end of it. You know, don't think about, oh, what are they going to think about me? What are they going to, you know, say about me? And what are they going to feel about me? What'd you say? Brooke and I were just talking about. Yeah. You know, like, it's more on us. It's more on our mental side. It's where we are, not where everybody else is.
And whenever I get stuck in my own head about inviting, I always tell myself that I'm being selfish, like Meredith said, if I'm not sharing this opportunity with other people. There's so many people that need to do this.
Yeah. And I mean, the second I switched too from thinking about the coaching opportunity as Beachbody's Best Challenge Pack, that was a huge mental game changer for me personally. Because if you sign up as a coach with a challenge pack, you're not just going to be changing your, you know, like from the outside with a fitness program. You're not going to be changing your inside health with Shakeology, but you're going to be changing your entire life, even financially, your future as a coach, the people around you as a coach. So that coaching opportunity is something that you want to share, right? Because you're like, I know what it can do for me. Like, I want it for you too. So I think by changing our mindsets, it's going to change a lot. And that's what I really want out of this group for you guys. And that's why we didn't name it like Push for 2016. And we didn't name it Elite or any like specific thing, because I think we need to get back to like why we all signed up, which is helping people and making these relationships and changing lives, right? So if that's your goal, which I hope it is, but this is how we're going to do it, okay? And we're going to do it the right way. So has anybody ever read or watched the Eric Worre video? Because I know Sherry's posted it. I know we've talked about it a lot. Okay, good. So most of you guys are caught up, which is awesome. So what I think we'll do is starting tomorrow, we'll just go into it, and I'll start posting and sharing my videos from the Recruiting Dash, okay? And don't worry, it's going to go by slow. Like, I break it down on things that you guys need to do leading up until your official 20 and 30. I'll post it again, Amy. Don't worry. It's also, you guys will need to go purchase the book GoPro if you guys don't have it yet. GoPro by Eric Worre. It's Worre. It's like $11 on Amazon. It's not that much, but I do recommend purchasing, the actual book, and not listening to it on audio, because you do have to, you will be referencing your book. Yeah. I mean, you can. It's just that you do reference your book a lot. So I actually sit with my book in front of me when I go to do my invites. Okay. But I have already done all of these invites because I've personally done the 20 and 30. I've attempted it like 4 or 5 times, and I've actually completed it fully twice. The first time I did it, guys, I was so scared. So here's the thing too about the 20 and 30, just so you know, guys, if you commit to the 20 and 30, we're going to keep each other accountable in the same group that we're in. I'm going to add a few more posts and trainings as we go, but the 20 and 30 is a lot of work. And if you commit to it, we'll probably start next Monday. So that way we have an entire week to get everything set, get everything ready, get your contact list updated, get your scripts ready, and organize yourself. Okay, so we'll give you an entire week of organization because that's key. Like, you have to stay organized. I learned that one the hard way when I tried it and bombed. So you're going to want to stay organized. So we'll officially start next Monday. So really take some time out and think if this is something that you want to do. If you do a 20 and 30, you're going to be talking to 300 people in 30 days. That's your goal. Okay. So in that process, it's going to be a lot of conversations, and you're going to need to find time to keep those conversations going and up. Okay. So look at your schedule. I mean, now is the time to go for it as much as you can, right? So I would try to find an extra few hours in your day. You might have to sacrifice a little bit, some things. If you guys need a little pick-me-up on sacrifice, I have a good video for that from Sarah Try. But it's going to be work. But I 100% believe that it's going to pay off because I've done it. So the first time I did the 20 and 30 was my very best month I think I've ever had. I think I signed up like 8 or 9 coaches in that month, and I hit Success Club like 28. And I've never done that before, guys. Like, that was like my best month ever. And that's because I did the 20 and 30. And then you know what also happened? The next few months were all those conversations, and that's why I continue to sign up 5, 6 coaches a month. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the 20 and 30 in waves throughout the year in this group together. Okay, so we're going to do a big push come January. We're going to do a big push come April. So we're basically going to have one big push month where we talk to a bunch of people. And then we'll have 2 off months where we just keep those conversations going and flowing. And then we'll push again. And then we'll talk for 2 months. And then we'll push again. And the cool thing is we're going to align these pushes up with all of the big dates that are coming up for bonuses and for summit and stuff like that. So all of these big pushes are going to align with all of your goals also. So that's how we're going to plan out our year. Isn't that so exciting? Right? So like when it comes time to like push for that really big day in May for you guys to get recognized at Summit, like we're going to be doing the 20 and 30 twice. So 100% those goals by Summit are going to be met, guys. Okay. Isn't that so exciting? And then we'll do one more after Summit to keep up that momentum and carry us through to the end of the year. Because y'all know the end of the year is a little tricky motherfucker. It's a rough 3 months, right? Right? So the cool thing is now you guys know kind of how last year went, right? You know November is going to be rough. You know it's, December and the holidays. It's perfect timing. That's why we want to push now. Okay, so we're going to do the 20 and 30 starting next Monday. Now, everyone's goals in here are obviously different, so I don't recommend, you don't have to go balls to the wall with 20 and 30. However, if you're like me, where this is like a full-time gig, or if you want it to be a full-time gig as soon as possible, like I know Leah's got some big goals like I did, and Christina, like if you want out of a job, if you want to up that weekly income, if you want to really just make things happen very quickly, like by summertime, you're like, I need to be out of that job. Like I cannot handle it. Or like Meg, you're like, like you too, like if you guys have those really big financial goals, like you got to push right now as hard as we can, because these first few months are going to carry us through. Plus, in January, this is when you can also start earning all of your bonuses. You can also start earning your extra team cycle bonuses, fast start bonuses, and your trip for Success Club in 2017. You start earning your points now.
And it's double normally in January.
And it's double normally in January, yeah. And in 2017, there's going to be 2 Success Club trips, guys. Did you see that notice? So that way, everybody's going to get on. Okay, so if you didn't get on this year, 2016, because you were on the wait list, then like pay attention and get going right now. So that way you make sure that you're on that trip and you guys earn it 100%. Because that's how it's going to start. That's how you earn those trips, is by starting off the year strong. Okay. So also too, like I would tell your spouse, your family, tell your friend, I don't know, that you're going to be doing a really big push in January and that you're going to need at least 30 days of help around the house, that you're going to need a little extra, like Tom knows. I'm not doing dishes for 30 more days. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. Like this is like, you can handle the dishes. You can make the bed. Like those tiny little things, you're going to have to delegate. You're going to have to ask for help around the house. You're going to have to, because your 100% focus and energy is going to need to be on the 20 and 30. And in this group, okay? Are you guys excited? This is exciting. I mean, if you think about it, like our huge job and main purpose in life is to talk to people.
Okay, I feel like we need to visualize more.
Yeah.
Like think about yourself this time on a call with us next year.
Like you guys are going to be elite with us. Yeah. Right? So think about that. Do you guys want me to tell you your goals? Because most of you are on here that were on that 2-star call. Do you guys remember why you were pushing? Does anybody need me to remind them? Because maybe some of you need a little reminder. You guys all remember what you said? Oh, you know what, too? You guys all have to make those videos for me. So you can make new ones anyway. Oh, thank you, Christina. Did you? Okay, thank you. So in our Files tab, you will see I have a folder in the document, in our shared document, where you can save your video. And your video can be as long as you want. There's no time limit on making a video. But I just want you guys to make a video and share why you're here. Like, why are you pushing for what you're pushing?
And the more you talk about it, the more real it will feel. And two, I know that it's so easy to get yourself into a funk and it's so hard to get out. Number one recommendation, listen to the National Wake Up Call every single day. I never listen to it live, ever. I listen to it like 2 hours after.
You guys all have to listen on Monday.
Hmm?
Everybody has to listen on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be announced as a 5-star team.
You will.
Okay, so you guys have to listen tomorrow.
But it just sets your entire
week up
for success.
It really does, yeah. And like a national wake-up call, too, is something that you guys also need to be relaying that to other people. Like, when we have, like, I have scheduled posts up for, like, a year already for a national wake-up call to go up every Monday. Like, I don't do that. Like, I know I need to listen to the national wake-up call. It's in my schedule. I don't have to make those posts, but they're there for you guys to chime in, to post your takeaways. Like, get active and get involved, because it's the community. And you guys are essentially all leaders. Because if you weren't leaders, you wouldn't be on this call. You wouldn't be setting that alarm on a Sunday. Especially if you're on the West Coast, like poor little Venetia, and like looking like, where are you? I can't. But like, you guys are leaders, so you need to show the team what they need to be doing, and you need to be showing your coaches what to do. Because if they see you involved and you commenting, then they'll be like, oh, this is a safe place. Because they don't know me and Stacy. They know you. So if they don't
signed up with you for a reason.
Right. So if they see your face getting involved more, then they'll be more inclined to get involved. The more involved they get, the better it is for them and the better it is for you, because that's how you're going to get your elite points. That's how you're going to get your team volume. That's how you're going to get your cycle. It's all in that team. So the more energy you guys can put in to those, like, I know it seems really small, like, oh yeah, I listened. But like those little things really do add up. It's that consistency. over
I
time.
always tell myself to be the coach that I would want on my team.
Yeah. Like I have to be the coach that I would want for myself. You know? Because and that's the thing, you guys, with this 20 and 30, you're going to be bringing on people. Whether or not we hit recruiting 20 people in 30 days, that's a little crazy, but no matter what, you're going to at least bring on somebody. You're going to at least change in the inside on yourself. You're going to get confident. If it doesn't happen in January, it'll happen in February. But by you getting that ball, that speed and running right now with everybody, it'll help in the long run because you want to build up your coaches. You want your coaches to be just like you. So by, leading by example and being present is definitely one thing that's I've learned is 100% going to be a game changer. Because if you're not there and you're not making Success Club, then it's one of those things, you have to lead by example. If you have to walk your talk. Talk your walk. I always mess that one up. Walk your talk. Thanks, Jackie. Yeah. Walk the talk. Okay. So the 20 and 30 is not mandatory, guys, either. It's highly recommended. Did you see the wink? It's highly recommended. But I'm personally, Stacey and I are going to be doing the 20 and 30 with you. So
and I've never done it. I've always been like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I know. So because we're going to be doing the 20 and 30 with you, we're not going to be checking you. We're going to be like a success partner in the 20 and 30. We're doing it all together. So that's why I'm sharing my old recordings and my old trainings so that way I can also focus. Okay. So we're going to be doing it together. So when you check in, just be real. You guys know what you need to do. We don't need to check in with those things. But I will be giving a document with all of the scripts and everything too. We've done a lot of scripts, and I think we finally have figured out the perfect wording. And then that way you guys can just kind of copy and paste and go to town. And we even have an Instagram one too. So we have a 20 and 30 whole layout for Facebook and one for Instagram. So you guys can attack whichever one it is. And I know for...
Sorry, I got real excited. I've been figuring something out about Instagram. I was not getting responses from I used to never send the actual messages, but I started with a script. People who are really late at updating the apps, like myself, they take forever to read them. And I've just now started getting a bunch of responses from maybe 2 months ago. So people are updating their phones or something is going on, but send the messages. And if you don't get a response, you'll get a response at some point. And all these people are so excited. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you thought of me.
Yeah. So don't be nervous too. And don't feel down if you don't get a lot of responses. Just kind of embrace it because just like Stacey said, they might not have, updated their phone on Instagram. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or comments so far that you want to check out before we move on? Do I need to check the chat box? Yes, no? Holidays are evil?
Has anybody not worked out since the holidays? Okay, are you guys going to work out today?
Not Jackie. Jackie's on the...
Jackie's a good excuse. Amanda, are you working out today? Okay, I'm going to check in with you.
Okay. So, any other questions? Does everybody feel good about the 20 and 30? Okay, are you guys all who's going to do the 20 and 30? Yeah. Okay, good.
It's a good thing if it scares you.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I mean, when I did the 20 and 30, I was like a disaster. I was a mess, but it obviously works. So we're just gonna bang it all out. Another cool thing too that I have been doing with some of my coaches is I've been doing you know how you guys should all be making one-on-ones with your upline? Okay. What I've been doing with my coaches on their one-on-ones is I've been sitting on their live power hours with them while they invite. And we invite together, where it's a Zoom call, and instead of your normal one-on-one where we talk about anything else, I sit there and I have you screen share with me while you do your inviting on Facebook. It's just kind of, I've learned that it's just, well, this is actually honestly what Stacy and I did like 2 years ago when we first started doing this. Stacy and I would sit on Zoom together and we would invite together because
We would talk.
we would just talk, because sometimes, you know, when you're in a conversation, you're like, oh shit, what do I say? Like, I don't want to word vomit. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to give too much. I don't want to give too less, blah, blah. So when that moment happens, if you're on the call with somebody, you're like, oh, you can talk it out. So that's what happens. So if inviting and just talking to people makes you really nervous, when you guys make your one-on-one, schedule a one-on-one that works for you in your time. And then for me, I have my PS calls are a half an hour, but so schedule 2 calls back to back, then you can do it with me, man. Yeah, well, I would be your upline diamond sponsor diamond. So whoever your upline sponsor diamond is. So if you're a few levels down and you're still on my team, then make it with me. If not, with Stacy. That's totally fine. But make a meeting for an hour. Like, so block off 2 half hours back to back and make it for when you are planning on doing your power hour. And we'll sit there with you and do your power hour together. If that's something that you think you might want, do it. Like, you guys have access to us. I mean, I'm open all day on a Wednesday. Literally
I'm
from
open all day, like 10 to 1, and then every single night.
Yeah. Like, I mean, my schedule is open from like 8 a.m. to like 10 p.m. and I have like 3 calls. So I'm open. You guys just have to make the meetings. Okay. So if that's something that you want to do, let us know. And what we'll do is we'll screen share with you. So that way you guys it might just make you feel a little bit better. You might just, and that's the thing too, I've learned with doing this with a lot of my girls, I can see those tiny little things that you guys might just need to tweak. Like in the moment when you just start to word vomit, I'm like, no, erase that entire paragraph and just be like, yes. You know what I mean? Like in the moment we can walk through it. Okay. You guys are all going to do it? Yay. Okay.
Hey, Meredith, can you kind of explain like the 20 and 30? Because I know, like, I kind of know what it is, but I don't really know, like, it's 20 coaches in 30 days, essentially, right?
Sure. So that's your goal. So that's why I said earlier, oh, Amy, I saw that you messaged us. So I said earlier to let like somebody know that you're going to be pushing really hard because you're going to be slacking in other areas. So when you start off with the 20 and 30, you want to have a list of 300 people, at least, if not more. If you can do more, that's amazing, okay? But you want to start off with a list of like 300 people that you've never talked to before. That's why I'm giving you a week to prep, okay? So you're going to have 300 people, and your goal, and that's the thing too, like the way you break it down is going to be up to you, but your goal is to get through that entire list of 300 people in 30 days and have 20 of them sign up as coaches. So that's your goal. And the thing with it too is it's a numbers game. You're going to have to emotionally remove yourself, which I know is kind of weird, and I always feel uncomfortable saying it, but it's the truth. You just have to emotionally remove yourself for a little bit because you can focus on building your relationships after. So we're going to kind of almost do forming backwards, if that makes sense. So when you send out these invites, the way we're going to do it isn't going to be cold invites where you don't know anything about the person, because we're going to have you make some sort of connection. instead of just being like, hey, you know, like, do you want to sign up? Like, instead of being like, I'm looking for people, you know, we'll break it down in our scripts where you do create some sort of relationship, but it's basically a numbers game with the 20 and 30. So when you think about it, if you talk to 300 people, at least 150 just are not going to respond. And then maybe 50 are going to be like really short, uncomfortable answers where you're just like, I don't know what to do with this conversation. Where they're like, how are you? You know, those conversations that are just like weird. And then you're going to have 50 people that do respond to you. But then out of those 50, only like 10 are going to actually want to watch our webinar. And then only 5 are going to continue a conversation. And then you might end up with only 2 people that sign up. So like how CJ explains it too is she explains it kind of like she's taking these people on a journey on her bus and she's dropping people off at different stops. Like, get off my bus because you're not my person. You're not still here with me on this journey. So that's what you want to think about. Does that make more sense, Christina? How it's going to just be a numbers game. Like, the more people you talk to, the more responses you're going to get. The more people you talk to, the more chances you are of finding that one person that you're looking for. And if you think about it, guys, like big picture shit, you guys really only need 4, 5, 6 awesome people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't really need that many great, amazing people. You only need a few select handfuls. And that's how you're going to find them. So out of all these 300 people, you're going to find your 5.
Every single event that I've ever been to, all the top coaches, they say you just need 10 people to run with you.
All you need.
You
CJ
need
started
10 lifers. 10 people that want to live the life that you want to live. And those would be your best friends, so come on.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Another thing for Mare was saying how she's going to have time, do all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you're like me and you don't have somebody other than Hayden, who, yes, he will clean the toilets if I ask him to. I literally tell him what I'm doing. If you have kids at home or a spouse or whatever, especially if you have kids and you're like, oh, I can't do this. This is going to make me feel really guilty. I think about the time that I'm able to spend with him, or the time freedom that this will allow me in the future, and I just explain it to him. I will tell my mom what I'm doing and ask her to come over and fold my laundry so that I can work. Just little stuff. If there's nobody living with you, go out of your way and ask your best friend to come over for an hour or something. Like, think outside the box. Yeah. But this will only work if you schedule your time. If you're like, oh yeah, I'll get to that tomorrow. No, you never will.
Right. Okay. But and that's the thing too. Like, I want to be very honest with you guys with doing this 20 and 30, and that's why I'm telling you. You guys need to ask for help, and you need to ask for support from your home, not here. Like your life outside of Beachbody support, because we're a lot of support. Like, we can support each other. But it's that home life that you need, that's just as important, you know, because like that's the whole thing about this, right? We want to live that life, that life by design, and that this is how we're going to do it. It's just going to take a little sacrifice and help. So
another thing that I'll do is I'll get a cleaning lady for this time. She's only going to come once in the month, but I justify it with the fact that if I sign up 20 coaches in a month, that's going to be more than pay for my cleaning lady, who will save me how long? How much of time?
That's a good question, Nina. So Nina asked if your daily, like based on daily goals for the 20 and 30. I go over that in the training videos from the Recruiting Dash. So I'll be posting all of this information over the next 4 days. But you're going to have to take a look at your schedule today. Like, if you guys have time, I mean, I could even post one video today for the 20 and 30. But take a look at your schedule over the next 30 days. And start it from next Monday. Okay, so next Monday you'll be starting it. So look at the next 30 days and see what crazy important things you have going on. Like, is there a weekend that you can't work? You know, like these 30 days are going to require a lot of your attention. So look at your schedule and see what you can commit, because it's going to be different for everybody. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? No. Okay. Let's talk about goals and stuff. So does everybody have their push book? And yes, it's all going to be in the same group, Meg. Yeah. And we're going to just house everything that we do and this group is going to be a year long. So this time next year, you guys are going to be all like, we're going to be in a little bit different situation. Okay. So this time, so your the Sponsor and Prosper group is going to be there for the entire year. We're not going to close it. We will be adding people, probably. There's going to be a lot more runners as we go on through the year, so we'll be adding people. But yeah, that group is going to remain for the entire year as additional support and trainings and ways for us to continue to grow and learn together. And then these Sunday morning calls too will continue. Same thing. Thank you. Good question. Does anybody else have any other questions? Oh. Wednesday night calls. Oh, wait, where did I go? Yes. So the Wednesday night calls are our team calls, and then our Sunday morning calls are just for us in the sponsor group. Okay. So think about the sponsor group as like a leader only group, or like a exclusive group just for those pushing.
The Wednesday night calls, you'll want all of your new coaches in.
Yeah. So like invite your new coaches to Wednesday night calls, make sure they're listening to the National Wake Up Call, all that stuff. Okay. Let's see. How are you guys feeling? Anybody feeling overwhelmed? Michelle's like, fuck yeah. Don't worry. You guys think about it. You have an entire week to get your shit together. Okay. That's a good thing. I'm not making you guys start tomorrow, so relax. Okay. You have a whole week. And we provide everything. Okay. You just gotta, a little elbow grease, right? Another thing too that I just want to talk about, guys, is anybody 100% definitely going to be going for Elite? Because if you do, I feel like I might need to make another call for Elite about things that you guys should be doing.
I'm not necessarily going for Elite, but my goal is 5-star by the end of the year.
Going for Elite.
So
we're not going to let you be 5-star in that Elite.
If your goal is 5-star, it should be Elite. Because you have to be 5-star to be Elite. So,
and if you're at events and you are a 5-star and you see all the perks that Elite get, you're going to be like, I can't.
And if you go, like say you do go for 5-star Elite, guys, like say you put that on your big push goal. So in 30-day push, you have one big push goal for the year. You have one big health push goal, and then you have like 10 little ones. Not little, but you know what I mean. If your big push goal is 5-star, it should say 5-star Elite. Okay, and if it's just 2-star, which I saw somebody say Premier, it should be 5-star. It should be 5-star Elite. Because think about it, if you guys fail and you don't hit 5-star Elite, you will hit Premier. Okay, so
and my goal last year was 5-star Elite. I didn't hit it, but I'm like real damn close. I'll be 5-star. My goal is February 17th.
So that's the thing. If you don't make it by the end of 2016, you'll make it by February 2017. You know what I mean? So set your goals a little bit higher so that way if you fall and miss, you're still a lot better off. Like if you set your goal only for 2-star Premier, you're going to probably end as a diamond, right? Thanks, Sherry.
Don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself short, right? Like you guys can do it, right? Like why can't you? The only person that's going to hold you back is you. And that's what we're going to work on. That's it. That's the only difference. Okay, so if you guys are going to be going for elite, maybe we'll have another little call. Maybe we'll have a call tonight. I know it's impromptu, but if elite is on your radar, we have to start now. So I'm sorry that this is getting a little impromptu, but if elite's on your radar, you need to start now. If you have time today and you are going for elite, I recommend going and getting at least 2 big white dry erase boards. Regardless, everybody go get big 2 dry erase boards. You should have a system. Okay, let's make.
You guys know what I just recently saw? Somebody painted one of their. Did I echo?
No, I want to do that. That's fine.
Oh, somebody painted one of their walls a chalkboard wall. I kind of really want to do it.
I just want my entire wall to be like this dry erase stuff. I would go to town, guys. Town. But yeah, if you have time today, go get 2 big dry erase boards. I got mine from Target, and they're really cute.
I got mine from Michael's, and I used a 40% off coupon.
Oh, there you go. All about that coop. All about the coops. So I recommend going and getting dry erase boards, and then we can have a call tonight about elite because you're gonna want to start now, and I have to get my shit together too. So we might as well do it together. Okay. So we'll do that tonight. I'll record it in case anybody can't. But that's something. Write that down. You guys want to go get some big dry erase boards.
You may want a bulletin board so you can make like a pretty little dream bulletin board.
And make a visualization board too. And like, that's the thing, like visualization is something that you guys we're going to have to work on. Like you need to, like, it's one thing to say it and to write your goals down, but it's another thing to actually feel it. Like
You know what I think we need to start is I haven't been doing this, but I need to. Sarah Try taught us. She would wake up, I think it was when she hit 10-star, but the year going up into 10-star, she would wake up every single morning and visualize before she did anything with her day.
So, like, we can do that too. And I'm sure even Sherry could do something like that for us because she's awesome with all that stuff. But if you guys can actually feel how it would change your life and know and actually see it, what hitting 5-star elite would be for you. What would that do for you? That would literally probably change everything, right? But you have to feel how it would change everything. So visualization is going to be something key, and that's also going to be something that'll help you throughout the entire year. That's why we're telling you guys to make these videos and to talk about your why. And if you guys don't have a why, or if your why isn't big enough, then think about it. Write some stuff.
I know some of you are staring at us like they're visualizing, like we're weirdos. I guarantee you the top coaches visualized throughout their entire time getting to top coach. Mm-hmm. They read personal development every single day. Those people didn't start off where they're at now. They started pretty low in the food chain.
Oh, that's interesting, Shannon. Yeah. It's true. So start visualization. You could make your lock screen on your phone something that's going to hit you hard. Like my lock screen is a picture of all my PS coaches and me. So when I look at my screen, when I go to look at my phone, I'm legit hit in my face. If I'm not working, whose lives I'm affecting. If I don't show up every day, these people that mean so much to me are not going to move forward. That's what it needs to do. It has to hit you that hard. Okay, that's why you guys are going to show up every day. Whatever it is, whatever is going to make you go all mushy and crazy. Okay. I know, I'm trying to keep my shit together. It's very early. It's too early to cry.
Very early.
Damn it. Okay, but that's what this is honestly, guys, that's gonna push you. So if it's a big dream that you have, if you want to take your family on a vacation or something, have your lock screen, be a half of a picture of your family and half of the picture of the place you want to go. Like, it needs to be in your face every single day. It has to be plastered everywhere. Okay. So because on those nights when we're doing this really big 20 and 30 push and it's 11 p.m. and you are still talking to people and your alarm is set for 5 a.m., that why has to push you through those late night hours. My first few months pushing for elite last year, I think I slept for like 3 hours a night. That was a good night. I'm being very honest.
And see, I sit there and I tell Meredith that if I'm we would sit, I'd be like, Meredith, I have to go to bed because I literally just cannot function if I'm tired. Like, there's no point, like, because I'm not going to really do anything. But then I made time, and like, it's all about scheduling your time.
Mm-hmm. It's how you
early, going to bed late, like you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're broke up.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just saying that you have to figure out what works for you. Like, if you're like me and you can't function when you're tired, it's obviously going to be a waste of time. So, do what works for you.
I'm clearly a hot mess.
It's okay.
Echo Mare is so scary. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? We have 10 more minutes together. So let it out. Do you want to talk about non-negotiables for you guys in your business? Okay. So real quick, write these down. Non-negotiables. These are things that you guys have to do every single month. Meg, what videos? I'm sorry. Oh, for the 20 and 30, I'll start them today. It'll be over 4 days. It'll be a 4-day training for the 20 and 30 that I have set for you guys. Okay, so your non-negotiables, okay? 2 coaches a month. Success Club 5. 1 challenge group and 1 free group a month. So you guys need to run a free group and 1 challenge group with your team. You could even, if you're running one with me, that counts. If you want to run one with somebody else, that counts. But you guys need to be doing challenge groups monthly and a free group monthly that leads.
A free group too, think outside of the box. Think what people come to you for. Think about what you're good at. It does not have to be a free clean eating group.
Remember that last call we had when we talked about it? Like, whatever those ideas are, you need to put one into action right now. Okay, so have 1 free group, 1 challenge group a month. Yay, see, a self-love group. Like, that's amazing. You know, I need one and not to be a hot mess.
How much trust you earned from those people in that group.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so every month you guys need to be doing these things. Okay, monthly. So 2 coaches a month you guys need to be bringing on. Success Club 5 is a non-negotiable. Running groups should be a non-negotiable. And and doing 1 live coaching opportunity call a month. Hosting, you guys need to host 1 live call a month and attempt to be on other coaches in the month. Does that make sense? So host 1 and get on 1. This is a lot. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Okay. Marina's like, oh, but it is. No, it's not. It's fine. I know. Did I leave anything out? Getting on these calls, getting on the team call, national wake-up call, doing your personal development, sharing your journey, talking about coaching daily. And when I say talk about coaching, I just mean like, oh my God, I'm a coach. This is an amazing call with my team on a Sunday morning. I love my life. Wait. Hold on. Get your shit together. Wow, that sounds like a book I need ASAP. Can you screenshot that to me? Meg, so are we supposed to do our own and invite? Yes. So you want to host your own live coaching opportunity call once a month. But then at the same time, since everybody is hosting one a month, there's at least going to be a live coaching opportunity call weekly that you guys can invite somebody to that you're talking to. Okay. So try to get on other people's calls because it's just an awesome way to support each other. Just by sitting on a call is sometimes all that we need because sometimes it's just going to be you. So do a friend a favor and jump on somebody else's live call. And then this way you can see what they're doing too. See, there you go, Brooke. Yeah. See? Do them often as you guys can. These live calls are going to make you really uncomfortable, but it's going to be a great way for you to get comfortable with talking about coaching. So if you run into somebody in person and they're like, so what do you do? And you're like, I'm a beach body coach.
Hey, Brooke, would you be open to sharing her slides? I love your slides.
Oh yeah, your slides were real cute. Can you share them in the
I sent me a picture once when I was on one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because I couldn't get on live and Stacey was like screenshotting them to me. I was like, God damn, those are so cute. I have to change mine.
So cute. But would you mind, even it would just have to be like a quick 10-minute video of you like screen sharing how you make a couple slides?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Because I know some people, like it took me a long time to get into Canva. Now I'm real good, but.
Yeah. Thanks, Brooke. Can you do that? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, and that's the thing too, like by hosting these live calls, it's going to give you guys an opportunity. You're going to be talking to 300 people. You have to have some place to invite them to. That's these live calls. That's where you're going to invite them to. And then this is also going to be your opportunity to make a recorded webinar for you to send to people, so you're not just sending mine or Stacey's or somebody else's, because you're going to be sending them to people that you want to connect with. So it should be you talking anyway. So this is like a triple double whammy all at once. So that should be a non-negotiable too. Okay. And then also when you guys do bring on coaches, if you need Stacey and I for anything, like send them the link that you guys signed up to my training. I don't care. Like, why do you guys need to remake all of those emails for like a few people? When you get to this level next year, make your own. Like, I don't care. Just get your coaches started right. Okay. And then if you guys want, when you do sign up a coach, if you want to have a GSR with them and like Stacey and I, schedule a GSR with your new coach that aligns up with our acuity. And we could do a 3-way GSR. Are you guys doing a training group? Yeah. So the way our new training is set up is there's going to be an ongoing training group. And in this online training group are going to be little random trainings and topics, like maybe we'll throw up Brooks on like how to use Canva, things like that, and nightly recaps. And your emails, in the daily emails being sent, are going to be the actual training. Does that make sense, Amanda? Okay. So yeah, so that's how the training is going to go, is through emails. We're going to see how that works for a few months. And then maybe we'll change it again, but we'll give it a trial. Good question. 4 more minutes. Does anybody else have anything? Does anybody want to share? Is anyone super nervous and super excited all at the same time and they just don't know what to do with themselves, so they're just like, meh. Yeah. You're like not sure whether to be super excited or, yes, the emails are for 21 days. Or puke. That's a great thing. If you feel terrified and you're going to go puke and you're super stressed and nervous and maybe sweating, you're on the right track, my friends. Yes. Okay. That's up to you, Alicia. If you want to add them to my challenge group, you can. Or you can tell them when that email comes, be like, in the email today, you're going to get a link for a challenge group, but don't sign up for that one because I want you with me. So here, join me here. But if you want them to come into mine because I don't know, whatever you want, you can just change out the link or something. That's an easy fix. Any other questions about anything that we talked about? No. Okay, so how about we do some fun? How do you guys feel about being in your bingo teams? Do you want to stay in your team for fun things moving forward, or do you want to switch things up and get a little crazy? Should we get crazy? You want to do a little shuffle? Shuffle? Or are you guys like, no, I like my team?
Yeah, I feel like they're all like
I
that.
feel like you guys are like that. God. Fine. Okay, we're going to come up with some fun things for you guys to do. I think we're going to do first team to hit Success Club. All team members wins an amazing prize from us.
Like, amazing.
So,
and I know Mary and I just talked to Shannon. Mary and I are sending out a ton of gifts tomorrow. Just so you know. I know some of them are like,
I still haven't even, if you're not on a team, let Stacy and I know, please. If you're not on a team. Yes. Please send, okay. Message me, please, and we'll add you. Yeah, please message me. So we're going to do, that'll be our team challenge. So within each team, if everybody gets to Success Club 5, the first team to get to Success Club 5 will win the prize for the month. So now we won't run into that bingo issue where you guys finish it in 2 fucking days. Assholes. I was like, this is the worst problem to ever have. I was like, this is going to take them weeks. 2 days later, I'm like, oh.
No, I don't even think it was 2 days. I think it was.
Right? You guys, 1 day? Stop. I can't. Crazy. Yeah. Okay. Sounds fun. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions, or we can end it for today and you guys can get started on your homework. Does anybody want to take a screenshot? I mean, we all look kind of scary, but
It's okay.
I mean, just in case. Hold on. Let me get my shit together. Oh, I'm recording still. Hold on. Does anybody else have any other questions? I know, story of my life, right? I was going to put that on my 2016 goals to stop cursing so much, but then I crossed it out. I was like, why? I don't want to be about that lifestyle. I'm not about that life.
No.
My little baby's going to be running around saying, fuck. Oh, shit. I stopped recording.